Hi, Mary from Reviewer's Diary. I am going to be decluttering this incredible craziness that I have going on here. This is blush, highlighter, and bronzer. And it's really, really packed, overloaded. So I'm going to go over everything I have in here. Initially what I wanted to do was use something, decide whether I liked it or not, and then toss it if I didn't like it. What I've decided to do instead is go through this, and I'm not going to be ruthless. You're not going to see a lot of things go, but I want to get rid of enough that I feel like I have a better handle on what's in this drawer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to set it aside. I have a little table on the side here, and what I'm going to do is I will start pulling stuff out and we'll start going over it. So stay tuned, don't go away. This is going to probably be a long video, so especially given the amount of product that I have in here. So make sure you get yourself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, some crackers, something to keep you otherwise occupied. And if you don't like long videos, please tune into something else. I'm sure I have a shorter video on my list. And there are a lot of lovely YouTubers out there who also have videos that you'd probably enjoy. So I'm going to start by going, oh my god, over these products. Shoot! Oh, it didn't break. Okay. I have some like pretty high-end stuff in here that I'm not going to part with. I also have some stuff that's not high-end that I'm not going to part with. First of all, I'm not going to part with these vintage products. They are, let's see, I haven't used them, obviously. These came, oh wow, that has such an iridescent beauty, like orangey kind of. Oh my god. But anyway, these are highlighters. But these are from a company called Vintage. And they're a cruelty-free brand. These came to us from BoxyCharm. And they're definitely like worth whatever. That I don't know what they cost. I know it's a lot. So I'm definitely keeping those. Oh boy. I have this e.l.f. highlighter. And it's buttery soft. But I'm not positive I'm going to keep that. I don't know if I have one that's that light though. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I'm going to keep this shimmer strips thing because I found a way to use it, and it makes a really nice highlighter. Oh my god, it's like this is just part of it. So this declutter is happening because I'm so overwhelmed with products. God. Alright, I don't think this is anything except the mattifier and shine get rid over. This is the mattifier, and this one gives you a little bit of a dewy look. So I'm going to keep that for now, but I might end up giving that to my daughter at some point because I'm not sure whether I like it or not. You know, and I have this glow stick. Ooh, from Zabana. It says it's got a gold color. It says Golden Goddess. But it doesn't really impart any color at all, and neither do these. They look like they have color in them, and they don't. They're just a mattifier and something to make you look dewy. So I'm going to keep these things. I do use these on a limited basis. I use this more than I use this. They're both cruelty-free. You know what? I think I'm going to give this to my daughter because I think she'll use it way more than I will. And I'll use the glow stick. So I'll keep this and I'll let this go. Now, the overwhelming part is not over yet. I never even opened this. Good God. I never even opened this. But I'm going to open it now because I'm going to probably give it away, and I just want to swatch it before I do. I got this at CVS and was really enamored of the color, and I don't know why I bought it because I already had enough stuff, and the thing is that this is not old or anything. Oh god, it's beautiful though. This Kardashian bronzer, oh my god, it's probably the perfect color for me though. Now, you know what? It takes me a year and a day to go through a bronzer. This is nice. I have something really similar though. It's here somewhere. Oh, here it is. It's my e.l.f. bronzer. So you can see they're both very light toned. Let me hold them on my hand like this, get the shadows away. This one is Kardashian. There's some talk about them possibly being cruelty free. I'm not sure. This has a very slight shimmer, and so does this. This one complements my skin tone way more than anything I've ever used, and so I know this e.l.f. one is going to stay. This is in, woo! Just in case you want to know what shade it is. This is in Baked Peach, so if you're a light-skinned person, like pretty fair, this is a really good color because it just gives you a very slight glow without looking like super brown. Okay, so I'm gonna let this one go because I don't think I need this, because the colors are so similar. Okay, so that's two things going. Shoot. I have this crazy looking Hikari bronzer. It's like really insane looking, but it's really beautiful on. So I'm gonna keep that. Okay, so I have a couple of bronzers that I really like. I really like both of these. This Milani one is like a really nice orangey color. It's great for like the summer when you're like really just want to look a little bit golden. And this one I've used many times. It does look like it's all silvery, but it's not silvery on. It's actually quite light on. So, you know what? I feel like I should just keep both of those. And I have this one, which I haven't even used yet. And this is Insta Ready bronzer. It's, let's see, what color are you? Says Super BB Insta Ready Filter BB Bronzer. And the color just says bronzer. So, yeah, it doesn't give you very much information. But I want to say that this probably comes in a darker color because this looks every bit as light as my e.l.f. one. And it has a really pretty color. So I'm going to keep that. I haven't even used it yet. Now these two, I'm so tempted to just keep them both. God, this is like really hard. Because I really like this. So I'm going to keep them both. Actually really like this. This is Wet n Wild, and it's pretty old. Doesn't smell, it hasn't changed consistency at all. It still works great. I like it because it's a really light bronzer, and it's called Dusk Till Dawn. I don't know if they even make this anymore. It's definitely not a blush, it's definitely a bronzer. I'm going to keep this Reserve Your Cabana. I think it could end up being a decent setting powder. Yeah, it blends in with my skin tone really nicely, so I think I might move this to my powder drawer. And I'm not going to be decluttering my powder drawer because there's not a lot in there. So, okay, this is another one that I never opened. I bought this at CVS, and so it's really new. The only problem I have with some of these Wet n Wild and other packaging is sometimes it's hard to open. This is a perfect setting powder for under the eyes. That's where a lot of people are using it, and it blends in very nicely with my skin color. I'm tempted to move this to my powder area also, but I'm not sure because the bronzer's beautiful. This is really pretty, and I've never used it, so I'm going to give that a little bit of love before I decide what to do. Okay, I have this Pure bronzer. It's got a very slight shimmery shift to it. I used this and I really liked it, so I'm going to keep this. This is Chocolate Soleil, and it's a really light colored bronzer, but my daughter's paler than I am, and I think it'll suit her skin color better than it's suiting mine. I think it might be a little too light for me. She's been kind of wanting that, so I'll give it to her. Okay, I have another Too Faced one somewhere. Okay, so this one is a little bit darker, and I think this is more my skin color. Yes, it is. And this is Chocolate Soleil. This one is called Milk Chocolate, excuse me, Milk Chocolate Soleil. So that's why it's a little bit darker. So this one's darker. So I'm going to keep this one. Neither of these are like full size. They're both minis, but you know how long it takes to use some of this stuff up? I don't care that this is small. All right, well, I know I'm going to keep this. I just got this recently. I did a get ready with me using this. I have just one problem with this, and that is that you can't bend the entire lid back. You can only bend it that far, and at some point these things probably get broken. And so I'm trying not to break it, but I'll put it so you can hopefully see all the colors. This I use as kind of a shimmery blush. I use this as a contour, and I use that as a highlighter. So I do really like this. This is Bronze Booster, and this is one of their contour kits. This is a shimmer one. They have one that's all matte, but it's all browns, so it's way more of a contour kit than that is. Okay, I have this blush. Who is this? Ofra. I had said I'm not going to get rid of any of the high-end stuff. This is pretty old. I just have to use it, and I haven't, so yeah. I'm going to keep that. All right, I just recently got this from BoxyCharm. I think it was my last box that I got this in. It was broken, like not attached, but I pushed it down and it's now suddenly attached. But you can see it's a really golden color, so I'm going to keep that. You know what? I should make a couple swatches of all these to make sure that I don't have repeats, because I know that, like for example, these two might look the same when they're on. And I know my daughter would love to get these. Alright, so I have these highlighters. I also have this Smashbox one that I'm not going to let go of, because I love this thing. It's like perfect for me. But these three are really similar. Now my daughter already has this one. And wow, it strokes on beautifully. You can really tell higher quality stuff. This is also really soft. The color is only slightly different, so I'm going to let her have that because she likes it. And this one is a rosy shimmer, which doesn't show up on me very well. Let's see, what am I doing wrong? Okay, it looks beautiful on my fingers. Yeah, I just didn't have enough. It's like a very pinky color. I have to think about that. I know I'm going to keep this. It's very similar to the other Wet n Wild, so I'm going to keep that. I know I'm going to keep this. I don't like the closing of it, like that you have to screw this on. But this makes this beautiful. You can actually concentrate on one stripe at a time too, but I swirl my whole brush through it and it makes a beautiful subtle highlight. This is from Smashbox, and what color are you? It says Chic Copper Fusion Soft Lights. This really looks nice on. I'm kind of debating that. I have this Catrice blush that is really nice, just plain rose color. It doesn't really show up very well on me. What the heck? Let's try that again. Yeah, it doesn't show up very well. I think this might be more my daughter's color than mine. God, I'm gonna give it to her. Catrice is cruelty free. It's a brand from Great Britain. I don't know what to do about this one. I don't know if it really... I was so excited to get my hands on this, but I don't think it really shows up on my skin very well. Oh, I'm going to give both of those to my daughter. I'm going to try not to look back. I'm going to try not to take things back out of the bin once I give them away, because I am famous for doing that. Okay. That's a bronzer. Okay, the rest of these highlighters that I have in hand, because there are more in the drawer, I think. I'm going to keep this one because it's very plain, light highlighter. This one I've already swatched. I had 2 of them. I gave one to my daughter already. And this shows up beautifully on me, so I'm going to keep that. I do really like these little samplers. You can see I've used this one quite a bit. I usually try to clean these things up before I put them away, but it's kind of stained. But this one is the Balm Desert from the Balm. This is Elf, and this is Wet n Wild. I'm just going to keep all 3 of these. Okay, I got this in a recent Ipsy bag. In fact, it was my July Ipsy bag, which was my last one. I did not get August. I canceled. It looks very ordinary in there, but it looks extraordinary on. It just like, yeah. It's like a nice subtle golden highlight. So I'll keep that. What the hell? And this here is, this could actually be doubled as a eyeshadow. Oh, it's so soft. Oh my god. Yeah, this is supposed to be a highlighter, but it looks more like an eyeshadow. It's just called Light, and it's by a company called Winky Lux, which is cruelty-free. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this in with the eyeshadows because this is not real shimmery. It's just a very light powder. In fact, I think it was meant to be a powder, but it's so tiny. It says diamond powder. It's so tiny that I don't know that it actually could be a powder, like a face powder. I don't know. Maybe I should put it in the face powder. And yeah, I'll put it with the face powder. What the hell? Okay, so I have these bronzers here. I've gone through a lot of my bronzers. And this one looks orange and dark. This is from Enter Pronoun, which is cat hair in there, which is a cruelty-free brand. Honestly, looks beautiful on me. It's very golden though. So by other token, I have this one, which is a cooler one. This is from Pop. It's very soft and gorgeous. I think I have to use these more before I decide. This one might be the one that goes, but I'm going to use them before I decide definitively whether to get rid of stuff. Okay, so now blushes, and I know I have a lot more blush than this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and I have this highlighter. And this one is a very yellow highlighter. How many highlighters can a person have though? I'm going to give this one to my daughter. She can decide if she wants to keep that or give it to her friends. Okay, Hikari blush I really like, so I'm going to keep that. Make, another cruelty-free brand. This is wow, this is so similar. Okay, this is just like this. Okay, these look almost identical on. Shoot! I'm going to keep the Makeup Geek one, and I'll give the Make one to my daughter. Boy, oh boy. Okay, and then I don't have any blush like that. This I really like. It's Kitty Pink. So I think most of my blushes from here on are like very different. Which makes me think I should just keep them. You know, these are so similar, and just for size reasons, I'll give my daughter the Hikari one and keep the Make one. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I won't keep either one. Okay. This gets harder and harder as you go. Yeah. Okay, there's no color like this. It's like a mauve-y color. And so I'm going to keep this. This is by Studio Makeup. There is no color like this. This is from Pacifica. It looks really beautiful on, and it also looks like it could also be a highlighter, so I'm going to keep that. I love these blushes from Model Co. I'm going to keep that. I think these are both different enough that I should keep them both, maybe not. Yeah, they're very different. One is very pinky and one is not. So I'm gonna keep these. I have this. This just came. I just got this in a box or a bag. I think it came in my Ipsy bag. And that, yeah, that color is different enough that it looks really pretty. Frat Boy, I have been using this. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. It's really similar to some of the others that I have, so I'm going to let that go. And this I'm just going to keep. I mean, look at it. It's just too freaking beautiful to let go. It's Wet n Wild. Color Icon, I'll decide at some point whether I want to keep that or not. I'm actually going to let go of this Balm Desert because I think I have a couple colors that are just like this. I do really like it, but I'm going to let that one go also. Okay, I already have one of these. I think the color is slightly different, but I think I'm pretty sure that, oh good, it's still in the plastic wrap, so I can give it and feel good about it. It's a real light color and it's really pretty. Doesn't look like it has any shimmer in it like the other one, but I have so many blushes, I think I have a color like that. Okay, I have this Pixie set, which is a highlighter and a blush, and I had decided to keep that. Yeah, I missed this powder one, and this is a highlighter, and it's very cool toned, and it's like a bronze color. Well, not bronze, it's like a, where can I put you? Here. It's like got a light shift to it, so I like that. I'm going to keep that. Okay, just got this. I did not get the BoxyCharm that this was in because I had to quit BoxyCharm, but I traded this on the swap site. I traded for this, and I've only played with it a couple times, and I really like it, and so I'm going to keep that. NARS, I hate your guts, man. I hate these guys, I swear to God. But anyway, I have these two minis. I was just about to buy some more NARS stuff, you know, thinking, oh, they're cruelty-free, aren't they lovely? And they're not. Now they've decided to sell in China because the almighty dollar is more important than anything. But I love these. So I'm going to use them. They're minis. They won't last me that long. And I am going to just go ahead and use these up. One of them is Laguna Bronzer and the other one is Orgasm. So I'm going to use those up. I'm so mad at NARS though. I'm so mad at them. Okay, Skin by Dimitri James. I always say skin. I don't know why I do that. This is a little hard to open for some reason. Oh, because I was trying to open it wrong. A lot of times I keep these plastic things. Does anybody else out there do that? Anyway, I love this because it's got a bronzer. It's got two different shades of blush, and they're all beautiful and all very pigmented, and I'm going to keep that. I just have to remember to use it. I have another thing by Tarantino. It's very similar. It's a blush and a bronzer, but the bronzer is too shimmery basically for me to use. It's like out and out sparkle, but the blush is a cream blush that is really beautiful. So I'm going to keep that. At some point I'll probably get rid of it. Okay, I have the big set that this comes from. So I don't remember seeing exactly these shades in the Coastal Scents blush palette, but I do have it, and so I'm going to give that away. Okay, I have another one of the e.l.f. bronzers in Baked Peach, and I'm not going to let this go at all because it's like my all-in-all perfect color. So I save that. These are Ulta extras that I got in sets that I bought. Let's see. Now I have blush and bronzer that are like this, so I'm going to let that one go. I don't, however, have bronzer and highlighter that are exactly this color. I can't get it off because it's still wrapped. Awesome. But I don't have exactly this color. I don't know. Do I want this color? Do I care about that? I don't know. And then I have this one. I love that. I absolutely love that highlighter. So I'm just going to keep those. This I've used a bunch of times and I love it. I love it so much, and I'm going to keep it. Okay, now I do have this illuminating powder from Ulta. It's really pretty, but it's really light. I think my daughter bought the same one. And I think I have other highlighters I like better, so I'm going to let this one go. Ulta Cosmetics, however, are like fabulous cosmetics. Absolutely fabulous. You're really missing something if you're not using Ulta. Okay, these, I never could quite figure out how I'm supposed to use these. But now that I did my brush declutter, I found my perfect little brush to use these. I just don't need both of them. So I have two, and so I'm going to let one go, and I'm going to keep one. So it looks like this is the one I've used, so I'll keep that one, and I'll let the other one go. Somebody will really enjoy those. I hate cream blush. I have two of them. These are by Bella Pierre. They probably cost like $40 each because Bella Pierre is a little bit overpriced. This is in pink. It just says pink. It's got Leaping Bunny on the back. And this one is peachy. In case you're wondering why they disappear from the frame, it's because I'm smelling them. Okay. So these are vastly different. They're very strong, so you need very little. So there's the pink one. And here is the peachy one. And you can see they're quite different. I do want to use these because they are like a really high quality product. At some point soon when I do my next declutter, I'll probably get rid of these though. Shoot, I don't know. Let me put these in the maybe pile. This here is a Styly Style Glide On highlighter. I don't like it. In fact, it's really dried out. Like, how can that be? I think because it's old. It also matches my skin tone, like so much so that you almost can't see it on my skin. Maybe in HD you can see that. I don't know whether I should give this away or... Yeah, it rolls all the way up and down. Yeah, I think I'm going to give it away. I'll let my daughter decide if she wants to use that or not. This I am not going to let go of, but I could take it out of this cardboard box. And that is this Han Roseberry blush. It's so beautiful on. Let's see. It's really dark, obviously, so you don't stroke it on like that. What I do is I take a little bit on a brush and I just very lightly put it on and blend it in. And it looks so, see, that's the heavy swatch and here's the blended version. So you can see that it makes like a nice healthy glow, and it's Han, so it's all natural and cruelty free. So I'm going to keep that. Actually, I'll keep it in the box. It'll keep it more airtight. Okay, I might as well go over these two sticks before I go over this disaster in this bin here that I can't part with. Okay, this is from Beauty for Real. And one side is a rosy color and the other side is a bronze. I'm starting to like not have places for all this stuff. So here's the rosy color, which is, it's really beautiful. And here's the bronze color. And these are just like so pretty. I just can't believe I haven't been using them. In fact, they're very similar to these, especially this peach one, so I'm going to let that one go. This pink one, I'm pretty sure I don't need it, so I'm going to let that go. No! Okay, and then there's Be a Bombshell, and this is a really nice rosy stick, which I guess you could use for a multitude of uses. It's like a shimmer stick. It's very pure pinky color, and it's got a light shift to it. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but I'm going to try it and decide after I try it whether I want to keep it or not. Okay, I still have some cream products to go over, but I have this travesty that happened with this Laura Geller blush. When you order from Haute, depending on who packages your order, you could be in for a disaster or you could be in for beautiful. Now, I had a disaster occur. Now, this was the second disaster. I had the first disaster happen with the Crown brush palette that was smashed to smithereens because the person who packed it loose in a box, and it went bam, 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 back and forth across the country. This was the same thing. They put the primer, which is like angel color. It's the same color as this. They put the primer in and this in a box, in a padded envelope, in a giant box. And so that padded envelope flew everywhere, all across the country. I should just buy a new one, but I'm kind of against doing that. This is called Ethereal Rose. So my husband found me this container to put this in. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, tell me. You could repress that. I'm sure I could, and maybe at some point I will, but right now I'm using it and just putting the tip of my brush in. So I love this. I love it too much to get rid of it. And by the way, I have a whole bunch of Laura Geller blushes. None of them are as beautiful as this one. But I am going to keep this just because it's like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Okay, I have one more compartment left that we haven't gone over. I already know that I love this Trace highlighter. This, I don't know if it's full size. It might be. Possibly. I already know that I like the Cynthia Rowley one and this Make one. They're both really pretty on. This is really pretty, but I don't know how long it's going to last. It's Beauty Crop, and it says Lightning Crew, but it's a really pretty highlighter. And Jelly Pong Pong. Hey, Jelly Pong Pong, you didn't have to give us such a big tube of this. This, I can't remember which box this was in. I think it might have been a BoxyCharm, because it's full size. It is Illuminator Glow for all over, but I don't really put that kind of stuff on my body, so I'll use that. I have this one that I just recently got, and this one is from Au Naturel. It's Rose Gold Highlighter. It's really pretty. This is my favorite highlighter of all. If there is one highlighter that you're going to get, this is the one to get. This is from Starlooks. I got it when I used to belong to them, and I kind of miss them. They were really good, but this is the best highlighter. I just dot it on the top of my cheekbone, and it's actually my absolute favorite. Let me tell you the color just in case you want to go looking for this. It just says High Life Liquid Illuminator. Okay, I also have this, I'll do that last so this stuff stops rolling. Okay, I got this Pink Glow from Peony, and I got this from So Susan. This one is called Statement Highlighter. It doesn't show up very well on me. And this one is, whoops, this one doesn't really show up very well on me either. Huh. Why am I keeping these? I think I'm going to give these both to my daughter. She can decide whether she likes them or not, and if she likes them, good. If she doesn't like them and wants to give them to a friend, better. Yeah, and this still smells fine. This is Model Co. This is like cruelty-free and gorgeous. So I'm going to keep this. I have to use it more. This, honestly, these shimmer whips from e.l.f. are really good. Let's see, what color is this one? This is, oh crap, I can't tell. It's like a peachy kind of pink color. Okay, you can see it there in its purest form. And there, spread out. Of course, you'd never put too much of that on your cheeks. That's a lot more than you'd use. And this here is Manica Dar, and it's Sheer Glow. I know some people add this to like their foundation and stuff. I'm not sure. I have to think about that. This is not separated. I thought it was separated the other day, but it's not. I guess you could put that in your foundation. I'll have to try that one day when I don't have to go anywhere or be on camera. Yeah. So, what I have given away, quite a bit. Can't believe how well I'm doing. I really thought I was going to open these drawers and not give anything away. So this here is 19 products that I am giving up. I think my daughter is going to really love these. Okay, so I almost kept this. And then I realized that this Pacifica is so similar. I'm going to check them one more time just to see if maybe I should consider keeping this Catrice one, because it's like a peachy color. And this one is, I think this one's more of a pinky color. Well, they're really similar, but I'm going to keep both because I may decide that I hate one of these, and you know, sometimes you don't know until you use something whether you are going to even like it. So anyway, this is the final what's left. So I feel pretty good about this. Like, I feel like now I can look in this drawer, even though it's still a little bit too much stuff. But I can look at it now and feel like I have a handle on what everything in here is. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me for this. I can't believe, I know it looks like I still have a ton, and I do, but I can't believe how much I got rid of, that I actually got rid of that many. I'm just astonished. I don't know how it all fit in here. So I did put the larger palettes up here, the things that were multiple. The Skin by Dimitri James. Whoa, we don't want to bury you, my darling, lovely. Actually, that won't fit, so we'll keep it there. I love that, and I use it all the time. This thing. So, yeah, we don't want to bury you, my lovely. This, eventually I'm going to probably get rid of, but I do have to give it a try before I do that, because I don't know. I don't know if, I don't really like cream blushes very much, but that might end up being a nice one, so I haven't used it yet. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been Mary with Reviewer's Diary with my blush, bronzer, and highlighter declutter. Thanks, and have a beautiful evening. Good night.